Yeah, morning, folks. Quick look at the trades from yesterday and the weekend, and a look at the retail numbers here. Uh, what are we seeing here? Let's do it this way around. All right. So our target on the crypto was here, Zcash. That's done now, and we were expecting it all to turn and dollar to go bearish. So that's what we're seeing. Um, with XRP, it's made it to the target now, um, and everything is turning. So um, maybe below here or a hold while the rest drop into here, something like that. See how this works is all right. Let me go show you something here. If we go down here to CAD Swiss, which has been the craziest one. The retail are buying CAD, so and they're betting that Swiss is going to fall, but Swiss keeps going up. So this is the trade. It's all about the Swiss at the moment, um, the underlying ongoing move. But we now have this dollar move, so let's look at that. Against exotics, you've got um, a they're bearish here, retail are bearish here, but on this exotic they're bullish. That is telling us that dollar can chop on a larger scale, um, which gives us the permission for this local um, dollar sell, subject to other terms. Um, that goes for CAD, obviously, because if you look at CAD Swiss, it's huge. Pound is a little obviously not as bad as the dollar and the CAD, wherever they have gone. New Zealand, Swiss there, look, a little bit better than the CAD was. Look, the CAD is much worse. And where's the dollar gone? Dollar Swiss, where is it? Here. You see, that is weaker. Um, so euro in theory should have more red. Euro Swiss should be more closely lined up with pound. Here, Euro Swiss. Oh, it's not. It's weaker than pound. What about Swiss yen? Here, Swiss yen. So they're short Swiss. They're going to be wrong, but you see it's a little less, which is giving us that indication that LFX can be bought against strong ones. So let's take another example here. If you were thinking, if we believe that CAD and dollar are going down, so if you were to be a buyer, you'd want to be doing Euro CAD and Pound CAD and Euro dollar and Pound dollar. Aussie CAD will eventually go up, but it's not going to go up as much as Euro or Pound CAD. Same goes with New Zealand, obviously. Here, New Zealand, they're massively short, so that's obviously going up. But how do we know what I'm saying is true? Well, let's look at Euro Aussie, Pound Aussie, Euro New Zealand, Pound New Zealand. and that will prove that pound and euro are the better buys against the dollar and the CAD. Okay. Second, we'll just find it here. Well, there's a New Zealand there. See more red on pound New Zealand. More red on pound Aussie. I think that's, there's Euro Aussie gone. Pound Aussie there. Okay. Euro pound, more buyers, so pound is obviously stronger than euro. Euro CAD, they're too short, so it's lining up. Aussie dollar, it's getting less. This red has been going is moving slowly over here. Here's the Aussie CAD. Here's the Euro Aussie. You see more red. So even though Aussie and New Zealand might want to go up and catch euro and pound, dollar, let's say, they're still against the euro and the pound weaker. Now, what for the crypto, we don't have these numbers, but it doesn't matter. We can find them. Look, how do we do that on crypto? Well, it's easy because all they're doing here is these moving averages are a better trend line than us. We can't draw as good trend lines as the moving average. We can't keep up on top of it. It's impossible. It's too much work. So if we were to look at the 4,000 moving average, which is the maximum, it's basically the balance line. And we squeeze everything to what it's supposed to be. Right? You can see it there. You can see it there. You can see it in BTC. You can see it here. XMR, and you can see it in Zcash. We can see it with our eyes. We know it's there. So if we look at ETH, the digital gold, we have to scroll down, zoom down, squeeze the chart, and finally we see it. This is telling us right here that retail this much on a local perspective, not on a monthly, not on a yearly, not on a 10-day. No, I'm talking about this chart that we see right in front of our eyes, including the 4,000 moving average, which goes all the way back to the beginning of the 1 minute view here. Green. Right, that's what it should look like. So this would be the deal on for ETH, US dollar, if that makes sense. And we can prove this right now. I'll show you. That's all they're doing. MyFX. This is how we know the numbers from MyFXBook. We don't need MyFXBook. It's not real. They're not giving us the legitimate numbers. And if they are, well, everything's the same anyway, as we all know, because this whole game goes in full circle. The traders are using technical analysis. They're following the mechanical fixed model, and ultimately they're wrong. And the moving averages show us all of this because they are a better trend line than we are. And we established that trend lines work when we collectively view the trend lines against all the other currencies. We can forecast trend turns on a 1 minute chart without looking at the daily. That was the entire purpose of this, if everyone wants to remember that. So let's change the profile to the currencies. All right. Oh, this is all messed up. Oh, no, it's all right. I need a new mouse. That's why it makes that noise, if anyone's wondering. It's something, I guess the wire's broken. Maybe I could take it apart and try to fix it. But I can't really be bothered. But the old things are better, I find, than the new ones. So I think I might try to fix this. Anything old is always better, right? Okay. So we're zoomed in just for the purpose of something I want to show you. We're just going to use this super local moving average to 50 because we know where we are in the larger scale of things, scheme of things. We see the 50, we see the 50, we see the 50. We see the 50, we see the 50. So we have nothing to do there. We can't do anything. We'd have to now go, well, how we do this. So we go to the next one, but because you guys, I've started the videos super zoomed in on these without zooming back out to see where we are. It doesn't matter. We don't have to zoom out. We can do it all from here. We squeeze all the way down. Swiss is down there, 4,000 moving average. So if we squeeze here on LFX, where do we see the 4,000? Oh, it's here. So LFX from a localized perspective, this I would suggest is coming down. Because it's pretty far. Just local though. When it's only, so maybe it will chop down to here and then go up, and then, but overall this LFX is bearish until further notice. But we can be in this euro long because euro is stronger and LFX requires a pullback to this level. That's all the euro yen is. It's a scalp. It's not we're not doing it as a trend turn like we are with the dollar, where we can hold that. Just so we're clear. All right. So the dollar now, we have to squeeze all the way here now. It's far. So what we do is that tells us that retail are really long. The euro one is here. So we're even bid on the euro. And our job is to forecast whether the euro will go up or go down without with looking at both perspectives. So we know that the dollar weight now is down. The euro weight in the chart is up. So collectively, when we view the pound, the Aussie, the CAD, the New Zealand, the LFX, and the Swiss, what is that all going to equal for the euro? Well, I believe it will equal up. And then what that means is this here will change slowly here, and here we will see that happen. But what the MyFX book is doing is giving you a slightly larger perspective of the numbers. This is not up to date. This is out of whack. So um, that you see what I mean is that they print this later on at the end of the day. They update it. It's not immediate feed. We don't need them though. You see, this is all about since the 2020 thing. This is all about us trying to become less dependent on services, other services. We if we're dependent on services, we are domesticated. We must not be domesticated or dependent on anyone. We must know how to do everything ourselves. So because they can just turn this off tomorrow, right? They can just, if they want, or they can just charge us $500 a month for the service. And now we know how it works. We don't need them. All right. So that's what the dollar would look like. This will go like this, but for now we'll leave it at even bid. We don't have to squeeze too much to find the pound, but that is suggesting the pound has indeed continued on its path as we discussed. So the retail will be like this. Okay. So more retail sellers than buyers. We'll come over here. Okay. So as expected, this New Zealand is locally coming down as we earlier were just doing a test. Well, not a test, but it's because we have models within models. There'll be an up move, but then there'll be moves within that move, and this 50 will give us the idea. If we have to start squeezing to see the 50, then we know that New Zealand's going to come down um, within its pullback. But to go to balance, we don't. You see, we don't have to squeeze that much. It's almost as much as the pound. So this is telling us right here um, that New Zealand numbers are turning also. And let's put that in. Second. Sorry, I have to do it this way because I don't have another screen lined up the other way. All right. So it's slowly chop even to slightly more. So they would be like this for now. You see? Next, Aussie, we're at even. At the time of witnessing everything else. like that. So with our own eyes, we'll start to need to adjust this. And as we do that, that is telling us which way to move these. Okay. CAD, we have to squeeze this way. Same like the dollar. Oh, let's move this over here, it might be easier. Yeah, let's just do that. So the local perspective lines up now with the MYFXBook perspective, which is, I guess they're on an hourly chart, something like that. But 30-minute, hour, 15, that kind of area. All right. We'll move these here. Now, we know Swiss is huge. Do we need to squeeze a lot still? Yes, we do. So even on the local perspective with Swiss, this is only a buy. Nothing else. Because it's going to have to change against all the other currencies. That's going to take time. So in time, they can do more rates or continuation moves, whoever you perceive they to be. Oh yeah, we know about this one. Yeah, let's see. Go roughly here. And now we're with the dollar weakening, CAD weakening. The other guys, Aussie and New Zealand, if they start to strengthen, this is going to remove some heat off this LFX, right? And with Swiss already strong, Swiss can go up against the yen. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So for now, they retail are more net long. Okay. So any buys is only on a strong currency. Just to the area here of balance, then they can come back down again, then we can go up again, and whatever happens from there. We don't care. We're just trying to get here on the euro yen. Now let me bring some trades over and we'll see how those are making out, the ones that we're doing. Obviously, we're in a New Zealand dollar move. Obviously we're in a Euro CAD move. Okay. What else is there? Pound dollar, obviously. I'll bring that up wherever that is. Aussie dollar, Euro CAD, we got that. New Zealand dollar, pound CAD, and that's that. All right. So these are the trades. with these ones, we're going to be generous with the targets, okay? Because for given everything we've discussed, we're not going to actually put targets. We're going to try to hold these, even though it's a crazy place to buy. But we are expecting, you know, overall some type of rally here, base. This can be the base. This whole section, rally. So that's your new rally. Same goes for pound CAD. This will rally, base, rally. Same deal for New Zealand, but they gave us a bit better pullback. Why? Because New Zealand's weak. We already know that. Okay. Same deal there. Rally, base, rally. What's Aussie looking like? We've had a, yeah, I mean, exactly. It's just so clear. So we just be careful of these ones. We're expecting a grind higher, slow grind higher in Aussie and New Zealand. And I think that's it, guys. I think that's it for the video. I really hope that helped. But yeah, it should do. It should help. It should change everything for you guys. Cheers.